Hi everyone, Janie here. Welcome back to my garden and welcome to my June back garden tour. I am smiling right now because right before I started filming this, I went and I looked back on my June back garden tour from last year, 1 year ago. And I should really do that more often because it really gives me a boost of confidence with all the progress that Jason and I have made over the past year. The backyard has been transformed. It looks so good. Not to mention the backyard, but the secret garden as well, which is where I am right now. Really, both of these areas in my garden I'm just really excited with how they look. They look absolutely beautiful. Everything's starting to fill in. We have all the new beautiful pieces from Haddon Stone. Everything is just looking great, and it's really starting to become my garden, you know what I mean? Like something that I put my spin on, that I put my touch on, or how am I explaining this? It feels like that I have touched every part of this garden thus far. We've been here for over 3 years now. So it's just really fun. I'm really excited, and I'm excited to show you all what the garden is looking like today. So I want to get started in the secret garden today because I am really, really loving how it's looking. It is looking so lush and full and beautiful, but still restrained. My color palette that I decided to use is all whites and foliage greens. Lots of different color foliage greens, because you can see I have neon green from the Creeping Jenny, the chartreuse, and then I have the bluish green from the Dichondra Silver Falls, and then of course just the Sprinter boxwoods and all that kind of stuff. It just looks really, really good. And it's only going to get better because the Star Jasmine is going to continue growing on the back fence, and pretty soon you won't see this ugly fence, you will just see Star Jasmine. And I just really think it is stunning. It's just stunning. It's so beautiful. I love it. My false hydrangea vine is going nuts right now, absolutely nuts. And I'll be really excited if I can get the whole wall over here covered. We have the window boxes that have these beautiful foliage colors. The Medusa Black Ipomoea right here, the Fittonia, the white, Surefire White Begonia. You guys, doesn't this look so good? I am so very happy with it. I feel like I'm bragging right now, but I want to brag. I think it looks so good. And my hydrangeas are starting to bloom. So I'm so excited that they're starting to bloom, because this area, this side of the secret garden does get a little bit more shade. You can see here right at this point in the morning, it is getting a little bit of sun. So that's interesting to see. But I've really struggled with this area. This has been an area that over the past couple years, I've had a really hard time with because of the sun issues that I have here, the sun requirements. I know you guys have heard me talk about this a million times, but basically the left side of the secret garden, the side closest to the house, gets so much shade, and the right side gets so much sun during the summer only. It's full shade during the winter. So it's a really tough thing to find plants that work in this area. And I think after lots and lots of trial and error, I am finally starting to figure out what's going to work. And also, I have to say, we have a black walnut tree right here, and I have had many issues with the black walnut tree because the black walnut tree secretes jugalone, which is a chemical that can affect the growth of a lot of plants. So that's been another issue that I've had to deal with over here. One of the things, I don't know if this is from jugalone or something else, but my holly topiaries, look at how bad they look. Oh, they're done. They're not gonna make it, which is such a bummer because these are the first 2 plants I planted in this area to make it like more formal. And so I'm really bummed that they didn't make it. I have no idea what's wrong with them. I have been putting fertilizer on them. I have been babying them, and they just keep dying more and more every day. And I'm just like, okay, Janie, it's time to give up on these guys. So I am definitely going to give up on those, but I am going to put other topiaries or something over there and try and figure it out. But yeah, everything is just looking like, look at this window box. Isn't that beautiful? And when you're in the girls' rooms, you can look outside and you see the blooms and you hear the fountain, and it's just, I absolutely love it. And then the other thing I absolutely love is this view right here, right? Standing right here, looking through my living wall of Clematis armandii, evergreen clematis, and seeing my Georgian bird fountain is just, I just love it. It's just so beautiful. So anyway, I am very happy with the secret garden. I'll be really excited once the sprinter boxwood gets a little bit bigger. It is definitely growing. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. That's probably 6 inches of growth since I planted that. It's doing really, really well. And I will be coming through and I will be kind of starting to prune it and starting to shape it because I want these guys to grow into a hedge. But obviously that's going to take some time. So anyway, this is the secret garden, looking fantastic. Very happy with that. Oh, I did want to point out the muckdinia. I haven't talked about that for a while because it hasn't. Monty, do you mind? Do you mind? Come on out. Come on. You walk right on the plants that I'm about to start talking about. This muckdinia is a plant that I just think it's so beautiful. The foliage color, I'm not super familiar with it. I planted it for one of my blooming gardens, not for the blooms, but actually for the foliage. And it did die back over the winter, like herbaceous died back. And now it's starting to come out and is actually just starting to get some of that beautiful color on the foliage. So anyway, it's kind of a fun plant, interesting plant, and I'll be watching it to see how it does as it continues growing. All right, now let's come out this way and we'll look in the back garden, the main part of the back garden. And I just couldn't be happier. Oh, look, there's a bird on the fountain. Can you guys see the bird on the fountain? I don't want to get too close. The birds are loving this fountain, absolutely loving it. I saw a hummingbird flying through the little spray last night as the sun was going down. It was just so beautiful. And we have these umbrellas up here, which are really fun. I've told you guys, these are actually from Walmart. If you can believe it. And I actually really like them. I think they're great. I think they're pretty. They're working really well. Monty, leave the bird alone. Leave the bird alone, bud. Leave it alone. And then in this past month, we also got our new rolling screen from Goodwin Cole, which has been a godsend. We use it every single evening. We roll it down. It keeps our house a little bit cooler and it gives us the shade that we need. And it keeps it cooler because it keeps the heat out of the house. So like we have blinds inside the house that we can use, but once the sun is streaming inside here, because this is a west facing side of the house, it heats up the house. So using the roller shades right here is actually keeping the heat out of the house, which has been really, really great. I'm very grateful to them for working with me and installing that, and it's been really wonderful. I still have lots of plans for the back. Let me show you my inspiration photo just so you guys can see what I'm talking about. I want to put lattice on the back of the house, and then I will have this crossvine dressed to thrill, which I've already planted down here, growing up that, and it has these beautiful orange flowers, orange blooms. And I don't see any right now, but really, really gorgeous. I did have my contractor come and give me a quote, and everything is just so expensive these days. I told him, I was like, I can't do that right now. It's too much, and I don't want to cheap out. I don't want to use poor quality materials or anything like that. But it took me back to get the quote and just realize how expensive everything is. And so this might get pushed back a little bit. I don't know. Jason and I have to kind of figure it out a little bit. But budgeting's hard. It's hard right now. You know what I mean? So anyway, that hopefully will get done eventually, but we have to kind of wait a little bit. So let me show you all the lavender. This is Summer Serenade lavender. I actually cut it all back because it had kind of bloomed out in its cans before I planted it. So I planted it, I let it bloom for a little bit, and then I cut it all back, and hopefully I'll get another really full flush of blooms all at once, and it'll just be absolutely gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. I just love it. And I'm really happy that I chose lavender for around the fountain because I think that that will be very pretty, very California-esque, Mediterranean, all that kind of stuff. For the rest of this part of the garden, we have just beautiful, beautiful plants that are doing so well. We have Supertunia Vista Snowdrift. I'm so sorry. I always get Superbena Whiteout and Supertunia Vista Snowdrift mixed up, and so it always takes me a minute to think about what I'm gonna say before I say the name. So this is Supertunia Vista Snowdrift as opposed to Superbena Whiteout. So Snowdrift is looking really good. Hoopla is looking amazing. The Superbena Violet Ice is like electric. It's so gorgeous. And then the Meteor Shower Verbena. And then I did cut back the Stratosphere Gara 3 weeks ago or something like that, and it's already coming back into bloom, which is so fun and a really good reminder to all of us that cut your plants back. They'll come back very quickly, and they'll come back 10 times better, and you'll probably get more blooms in the long run, which is really great. My October Glory maples are just looking really, really beautiful. I am so happy with how they're doing. They're growing faster than I could have imagined. This one we just got installed earlier this year, and it just looks beautiful. It looks really good. And then of course we have, which one is this? This is Winter. Yeah, this is Winter, one of the season statues from Haddonstone, and she's just beautiful. I am going to limb up this October Glory maple to kind of cover her and kind of go around her, but obviously it's going to take a little bit of time for this thing to get a little bit bigger. And then I want to install lighting on her, on all of them. You can see way back there, I have Autumn right back there, and that is just the absolute perfect placement because for some reason from the kitchen and from the couch in the living room, you can see her kind of looking in at you, and it's just so romantic and so beautiful. And I love that one right there. I can't wait to get her lit up at night because I think that that's going to be really beautiful. And then you can see over on this side, here's more of the Stratosphere Pink Gara, and there's buds all over it. So it's going to be really, really beautiful in a day or so, a day or two, I would say, very, very soon. You know, I forgot to show you guys the Gothic planter. It's looking really good, really beautiful. I planted a combination of blooms. I planted Supertunia Vista Silverberry. That's it, Supertunia Vista Silverberry. Then I have Supertunia Royal Velvet. I have a purple fountain grass, and I have this Artemisia right here that's looking really beautiful. I did have a second one of these over here, but for some reason it just up and died as soon as I planted it. It went into shock or something like that. So I might move this guy over to the front so I can see that purple. But I really like this combination of colors because it's very cool and it kind of tones down the terracotta, because this is a very new terracotta, and I want it to start kind of getting patinaed and fading a little bit, as these Haddonstone planters, cast stone planters are meant to. So they will start getting a patina on them very, very quickly. Let me show you guys these raised beds. These raised beds are looking excellent. They're looking so good. They're getting a little much, and there are some things I just noticed that are growing that are not supposed to be here. This is a dahlia. Actually, this is the Floret seed dahlias, the Bee's Choice one, and they just keep growing. I obviously haven't taken out all the tubers of the dahlias, and they just keep growing, which is crazy. And then I have this Coconut Appeal Thunbergia that's starting to grow up. These panels right here. I have this one heliotrope, Aromagica heliotrope. I was telling you guys that Fragrant Delight is my favorite heliotrope for sure, because the Aromagica heliotrope isn't doing very well. And this one is probably the best one that's doing well. Oh, is this a zinnia? Oh my gosh, see you guys? That's a zinnia from last year. I gotta come and clean this area up. While I love zinnias, I don't want a zinnia in here. So I will come and fix this. But let me show you guys. So this is the one Aromagica heliotrope. And then look at this one. It has water. I don't know what's wrong with it. It is just not happy. It is not growing. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm not totally sure what's going on with it. I've asked you guys what you think about this Aromagica heliotrope. I'm having a tough time with it, unfortunately, and I'm bummed because heliotrope is one of my absolute favorite flowers, and I'd love for Proven Winners to come out with a really good one, but I'm just having trouble with this one. Over here, it's the same. And then I have my iceberg climbing roses that are going nuts. And I need to start training them up these posts because that's the goal, is for them to train up these posts. And I'm going to work on each one. That's something that I have on my list to do this month. Over here, I have a white dahlia. This is the one I got from my friend Kate from Hello Garden. I love this white dahlia. It's just so classic. It's so beautiful. I don't remember the name of it. I don't even think she remembers the name of it, but it's really, really pretty. So I have that one. And then I have the Wedgwood Blue Angelonia right next to it, which is just looking really, really gorgeous. And then over here on this side, I have some more of the perfectly pink Angelonia, which is looking great. I have the Saffron Finch Supertunia, and then I do have the Lobelia Azure Blue. It's not looking great. It's just too hot for it, basically. This is one of those cool season plants, and it likes cool weather, and I'm trying to push it in my hot weather, and it's just not happy. So something to think about when you're picking out annuals. You got to think, do they like the heat or do they like the cool? Nemesia likes cool. Lobelia likes cool. Lobularia likes cool weather, right? And so those are going to really shine earlier on in the season. But then as the season goes on and it gets hotter and hotter and hotter, they're going to start to struggle. As opposed to Angelonia that likes the heat, Gomphrena that likes the heat. Over here, Lantana loves the heat, and so does apparently James Britannia. This is really, I've planted James Britannia before, but not as many as these, and they are so happy. Look at how good this bed looks. Doesn't it look beautiful? So this is the New Dawn James Britannia, and then this is the Lemon Tart Lantana. And then I also have, I cannot remember the name of this plant, Nectar Ninja. Come on, focus. Nectar Ninja Hyssop is this perennial that I actually cut back when I planted it, and it hasn't bloomed since then. So I'll be kind of watching it to see what happens with that. Then over here, this is really fun because each bed back here I've planted with like a different theme, and it's really fun to go through each theme and kind of see what it is. Didn't really do much with that one back there or that one back there, but the rest of them look really cute. This theme is beautiful. This is more Angelonia. This is the white Angelonia. And then I have the sparkling amethyst Superbena, the meteor shower, the meteor shower verbena. And it's kind of like this purple and white theme. It's looking really beautiful. I did lose this one meteor shower verbena, and it has water. I don't even know what happened to it. But anyway, the rest of it looks absolutely gorgeous. Back here, I have a tomato plant, and I have basil that's looking really good. And over here, I have more dahlias that came up that are looking really beautiful as well. Okay, then around my greenhouse, I have some fun plans for my greenhouse because during the summer where I live, it just gets so hot. I don't use the greenhouse at all during the summer, and I really want to use it. So I've been researching how I can kind of use it more, and I've come up with some really, really great ideas, adding some shade, and then some fun things that I can do at the greenhouse during the summer. So I'm hopefully going to be able to get started with that. My iceberg rose standards are looking gorgeous. And then underneath that, I do have my Easyscape planting of perennials and shrubs that I planted not too long ago. And I mean, they're doing well. They're just not, they haven't grown. So I don't have much to show you guys yet, but they're here. They look good. They're all getting watered. I've got one bloom on my treasure trove Rudbeckia, so it's coming, but I have to be patient with that. Back here by autumn, I am getting very, very impatient with these podocarpus that aren't doing very well. I have a three more over there that aren't doing very well. It's so funny because when I talk to Michael, he's like, just replace them. Just replace them. And I think I'm just tempted to just replace them because it just looks so bad. Basically, I transplanted these podocarpus. I got them from my friend Roberta Walker, and most of them did really well. Most of them are thriving, but there's a couple of them I lost, and there's a couple of them that scorched so bad and got stressed so bad. It's still alive. See, this guy's still alive, but I mean, it's on its deathbed, basically. So anyway, Michael's like, just replace them. So I'm tempted, but I'm also like tempted to keep them because I kind of want to save them. I don't know. I have to think about it. There's nothing I can do right now because I can't go and pick up big trees, like the 8-foot trees, because I don't have a truck anymore. We got rid of our truck. We sold the truck, and I just have my SUV right now. So I can't fit these in my SUV anyway. So I'd have to get a delivery. So anyway, then I have some limelight hydrangeas, and I just want to show off these limelight hydrangeas because these were planted last year. Last year they were planted, and you guys saw the limelight hydrangeas in my secret garden, and they are 4 times the size of these. So I'm not really sure what's going on here, why they're so unhappy, but I do think that I'm going to move them. I'm going to move them over to underneath the pistache tree. I don't know if they're getting too much sun or maybe not enough water or something, but I am going to take these out and try something different with them. And then here's my garden with the view from the back. Look at how good this looks. I can't wait till I get the lattice on the back of my house. I'm going to start looking into maybe a more DIY way to maybe do something, to maybe do that lattice, but I don't want to get in over my head, and I want it to be really good. So I think I just might have to be patient. I think that's what it needs to be. Anyway, coming over here, the olive tree is doing absolutely beautifully. It's doing fantastic. Underneath that, I have my new Miss Molly that's doing great, really gorgeous. And then over here, this whole area, Michael came over the other week and walked through this area with me, and now we have some really great plans for this area back underneath the Chinese pistache tree. We're going to do kind of like a calming shade garden, like we're calling it a Zen garden, but it's not a Zen. It's not like an Asian inspired garden. It's more of like foliage colors, kind of like the secret garden area. Foliage colors, really calm, really peaceful, really organic. Now, unfortunately, I had my contractor give me a quote for back here as well, and kind of the same issue. It's just, we're just going to have to be patient with it and, save up some more money, I would say, just to do that. There's other things that I can do, DIY things, but we're going to have to, it's going to take a little bit longer than I had thought. Let me show you guys the girls. They're getting so big. Hi, babies. Hi. Did you like you didn't like your basil. You didn't like your basil. So they are 3 months old now. Maybe a little over 3 months, I would say. They're not laying eggs yet. But that's okay. They are still, look how sweet they are. They're so sweet. They want treats is what they want. Here. Tomato? You want some tomato? What do you think? We did give them some of the we cut the oranges in half from our orange trees up front. We still have some oranges kind of hanging on. They're too old for us to eat, but we brought some out to the girls, and they love, oh, there you can see. There's the orange peels right there. They absolutely love them. So I think I will probably give them treats, oranges as treats, and that's a really good way to use the old oranges. I wonder if I should try some figs for you girls too. I bet you'd like figs, huh? All right, so it is time for me to cut back my geranium matarense, or giant geranium. I was leaving it so that it could reseed, and hopefully I could get a whole bunch of babies. So if it was going to reseed, it's done its job. Over here, I have my Firelight Tidbit hydrangea that I absolutely love, but I was noticing, I walked by it this morning, it needs some fertilizer bad, and I can't remember fertilizing it this spring. So that's, yeah, look at that. That's my fault. Gotta fertilize it. definitely have to fertilize it. And then these two beds right here, these two beds are my bunny and chicken treat beds. And these two beds probably have gotten the most use out of everything in my garden. This was such a great way to use my garden beds. I just sprinkled a whole bunch of seeds of plants that chickens, and both chickens and bunnies, because we have bunnies as well, love. I have some herbs here that we've actually used. I have some lettuce, I have cover crops and things like that, and I even have some sunflowers that I'm gonna give to the chickens once they get their blooms and seeds and everything like that. But I have to say, if you have chickens, if you have bunnies, if you have animals like this, it's really fun to have beds like this and to be able to just grab some of it. You know, it's like a buffet for them. It's been really, really fun. The girls have loved it, and honestly, I've loved it. And then over here, I wanted to show you all these containers that are in front of the metal workshop. Ignore the pallet. I got a delivery from Proven Winners and haven't broken it down yet. I am not a fan of these containers this year. I am not happy with them. I mean, they're fine. They look okay. It's just, I'm going to have to do something different, I think. So I had Super Petunia Vista Fuchsia, and then I had Truffula Pink Gomphrena, and I just don't like the shape of it. Even the Thuyas are getting a little too big for these containers. I just don't like it. It just doesn't look very good to me. So I am going to completely change these. Not now. I'm going to wait till fall. I'll probably take everything out in fall, including the Thuyas, and completely redo it. But I keep walking by these and I'm like, I could do better. I could do better. Like, we can do better, right? And then finally, I have my plant storage area, which, man, I got to get these plants in the ground. I have so many plants that I got from Bloom's nursery. Ben Bloom was so sweet, and he just loaded me up with all these amazing plants from Bloom's. So I'm really excited about Bloom's. Here's Bloom's. That's Bloom's right there. So I went and I did a nursery tour, and it was so much fun, and he gave me so many of his beautiful plants to try out. So I'm very excited to get all of those planted, but I gotta get going on those. Coming over here, I'll show you guys, let's see, my compost area. This is I'm calling it my hot compost, but it's not technically. I'm not doing a great job of keeping it hot. Where's my thermometer? There it is. So you can see it's not quite hot enough yet. It's like, it would probably get hot enough to be composting later in the day as it heats up. But this is what I'm calling my hot compost area. And then behind the chicken coop, I have a cool compost area where I'm just basically piling all my garden waste and letting it slowly break down. But these guys are breaking down a little bit faster, which is really great. And then finally coming over here, this area, I still have a lot of planting I need to do, but I did plant up this area earlier on this season, and it's looking good. It needs a little bit of deadheading, but overall I think it's looking really great. It also needs mulching. I think I'm going to get a delivery of more mulch, just so that I can really get things done, because things look so much better once they're mulched, and mulching helps with the heat, right? You can see over here, this guy, I think this guy just got too hot. It's getting water. This is the Sun Beanie. And I don't know why it's suffering. I honestly think it's just too hot, just next to the asphalt and everything like that. So I think getting a nice thick layer of mulch over here will be really good. And then let me show you guys my 3 stock tanks that I planted up. They are abundant. They are so abundant. I love them. I think they look so good. I think they look so pretty. Did I need to plant as many plants as I did? No, absolutely not. But look at how good they look. They're just so fun. You can't see the Evolvulus blew my mind. Those are gone. What else lemon coral sedum. You can't see that either. Really, it's the Super Petunias. The Super Petunias are just, it's just such a good plant. I absolutely love it. And I just think that they are beautiful, and the hummingbird loves it too. Oh, perfect timing. Paid actor. Okay, anyway, so that is going to be it for my June back garden tour. I know I say this to you all so many times, but trust me and do it. Get your phone out, go out to your garden. I don't care if you think it doesn't look good or it could look better or you have to weed too much or deadhead. I mean, look at my garden. There's tons of stuff I got to weed and deadhead. The important thing though is to take video of it, take some pictures of it so that you can compare it to what it looked like last month, 6 months ago, last year. You will be so motivated to keep going if you do that. Trust me. That's how I feel. I feel so much better when I look back a year ago and see how far we've come. Even a month ago makes a huge, huge difference. So get out your phones, get out your cameras, and go take pictures of your garden. Thank me later. I hope you all enjoyed this, and I hope you all have a chance to get in your garden today.